Well, the 55th running of the great race, the Miracle Mile, was supposed to be one for the record books, but unfortunately, we have to wait another week. Joining me now is the CEO of Club Monagle, Mr. Bruce Christison. And Bruce, very disappointing. We had history awaiting us tonight with King of Swing, but we're going to have to wait another week.
Yeah, so I suppose that history is still there. It is, as you say, Mick, very, very disappointing. The amount of work that goes into this, and of course, particularly this week with the issues around the flooding, etc. And to get through that, and to get through most of the program tonight, to only then have that amazing storm sort of hit and finish the program for us. Yeah, it's disappointing for everyone, for the club, but of course also very much for the participants and for the people that were here tonight.
It's a storm that we've been tracking for about an hour and a half, and we knew it was going to hit, but we were just hoping another half an hour.
Yeah, we were hoping we were begging it to go slower. When it got here, we were begging for it to go faster. But unfortunately, the ferocity that it hit with, unfortunately, there's just no way we can get the track right quickly enough to get the vehicles on there to make it right. So, unfortunately, the stewards made the call on the track, which we certainly 100% support. There's no way we could have got the vehicles out there to try and rectify it in the time we're talking about. And then the decision, the club made the decision to go back to next week. We feel an event like the Miracle Mile should be on our main race night, which is the Saturday night, of course, these days. So rather than look at other days of the week, we made the call to go back a week.
And the prospect of getting the machinery on the track, there was the possibility of more damage being done.
Oh, definitely. It's the guys in normal circumstances like this would let the track drain and then look to get the machinery out there. Obviously, with the rain still falling now, that just wasn't going to happen. There were some fairly serious washouts where the water just flowed not from the track but from the surrounds through the down the hill of the main public viewing area and washed areas out as well. So just that was just such extreme rain. So that'll be easily fixed tomorrow when the guys can get on there, but not in the conditions we have here tonight.
We did receive quite a deal of rain here, Bruce, as most of New South Wales has, and of course not to the extent where we're losing homes and lives and that type of thing, but still the guys have done a wonderful job to get the track to where it was.
Yeah, so the river, the Nepean River, which runs, you don't actually see it to the eye, but it runs very close behind the track. It's only about 100 metres behind the track. Well, it's about 5 metres behind the track at the moment. But it got to 16 metres, which is certainly the highest in my time here on Wednesday night. And that peak basically landlocked, just we couldn't get vehicles out of the complex. Fortunately, it didn't get onto the track, it didn't get into the facilities, and as you say, I mean, our issues here compared to those that are being seen with residential and commercial areas in other parts of New South Wales. I mean, I'm certainly not going to be one complaining, that's for sure. But it was a concern Wednesday night as to whether we'd be able to run the race meeting. So to sort of get to today and not have much rain throughout today. We had a little bit this morning, but not much throughout today. To then have this tonight is certainly really disappointing.
Yeah, we do get to race another day, Bruce. That's the bright side of it. And we did have some exciting racing building up to the Miracle Mile. Leap to Fame, Grant Dixon train drove the New South Wales Derby winner, absolutely sensational. Credit Master was brilliant in winning the trot. So we had some marvellous racing, and the tension was starting to build.
Oh, it was a fantastic night's racing, and as we've said, the track was just super. Yeah, and we just needed the final one to run, and unfortunately just didn't get there.
Well, Bruce, the excitement continues to build. We've got another 7 days now before we see King of Swing back in action, looking for the history books with 3 successive Miracle Miles. Let's keep the fingers crossed the weather guys are kind to us this time around.
No, that's it, Mick, and we can only look to the positives, and as you say, we race next week, and we race Tuesday, but the Miracle Mile will be next Saturday night, and that's the thing. I mean, we've been so lucky over these last 2 years to keep on racing, and let's look at the positive. We keep on racing.
Bruce, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, mate.